Hello guys and welcome to the Winter League Top 8 finale here at the Covenant Store. We've got Ben Ruggles on the left, came in as number 3 seed, against Chris O'Neill on the right, came in as the number 5, and they are meeting here in the championship. My name's Steven.
And I'm Zach.
And we're going to be commenting on this game and checking out what it looks like when Wayland plays Kate. I know that Chris throughout the day was playing basically power shutdown. He's got the power shutdown combo in here, as well as just general tag and bag type stuff. He's a little ice light, whereas Ben is playing a heavy R&D access ice destruction deck. So we're starting off here. Chris is hitting Jackson, taking a look-ski.
Looks like he's digging for pieces.
Yes,
I saw this all day long.
Jackson just really, not only does it enable the power shutdown combo, but it also really just streamlines your draw so you can get your pieces way sooner than you normally would. Just a fantastic little card for those kinds of decks. And he's going to use Jackson again. So install and then use Jackson twice. Quite a turn. No ice showing.
It's crazy.
Leaving the deck wide open. And Wayland doing this a lot more now with things like Punitive Counterstrike, offering a really strong disincentive to score those early 2 or 3 pointers and then potentially just lose the game outright.
It's important to note that this is the finals of a double elimination tournament, and Ben came in without losing a single match. He actually beat Chris in the third round to send Chris down to the loser's bracket, and Ben's going to need to lose 2 matches here.
Here they are meeting yet again.
Sure gamble, that's not a good card.
Who needs that? So Diesel Sure Gamble and Daily Cast.
I think he ran on R&D, saw a Scorched Earth.
Uh-oh. I mean, you know, the weird thing right now is like Hedge Fund Seasource Scorch looks pretty okay. Not great. Not going to kill Ben here, but early tempo play for sure. And R&D gets some ice. Stay out. And you see Wayland, of course, just having tons of money, getting an extra credit for every hedge fund and beanstalk and green level if they're going that direction. We have Grimoire coming out on Kate's side, so that is a telling sign of what's to come. Self-modifying code and another daily cast, setting up a really strong click list over here. And you'll see in the bottom right and left, the match point total is being kept track of here. That will matter in future games because, of course, in Netrunner you do play an entire match where the total points going into the second game can have a very big impact on how you play and how you approach that game. So Ben, it's coming back over here. Looks pretty well set up with an SMC and a Grimoire. This is what you want if you're doing ice destruction or really much of anything. He could even sneak in a Nerve Agent here and start hitting the hand really hard. See 2 cards right off the bat. He could be getting revved up for a demo run. He could throw an Imp in there. He could do a lot of things to try to slow this combo down, but opens the quality time to see some cards.
Looks like we saw Ottman, which interesting to see. That was a big deck for a while.
It was a big deck, and Ben had been running that deck for a very long time. Another SMC and R&D interface. Ben choosing to essentially set up, not in a hurry, and that's really how you have to do with Wayland. Don't know if he's digging for Plasticrete right now, or if he's just taking his time and he's going to try to win the game all at once in a single turn so that he doesn't face what is sure to be a handful of counter strikes, Scorched Earth, Seasource, Midseason, etc., from Chris here on the right.
Yeah, and it's kind of an interesting game to not run, so they can't really trigger their combo pieces, but at the same time, you're just giving them time to get their combo pieces for if you do end up running. Interesting balance to strike there.
I'll tell you this, I would not let him have Jackson for this long.
It's pretty crazy that he's just sitting there with it.
Yep.
Without running and trashing it.
Hostile takeover.
Look at all that money. So he's staying way out in front. He's definitely ahead far enough to do the combo. I think the math they were talking about was
+8.
+8. So Corp needs to be 8 ahead to trigger, and he is well ahead.
Well ahead, has a Jackson in play. So even just one successful run here for Ben could trigger the power shutdown into Seasource double Scorched. And maybe that's why he's holding back here. And yeah, look at him build up. Really just waiting to make a huge play on R&D. But he's going to have to get a ton of points. Hopefully 7, I think, is where his brain is.
Yep. It is phenomenal that he's let Jackson sit there this long. Because Jackson also falls into the combo piece.
Yeah.
getting those 3 cards back that you need. I'd make him get rid of that now.
And third there, what was that third action? It was draw 2 and then put 1 on bottom. I wonder if Chris just thought he used Mr. Lee over there. I think he just hit Jackson once for 2 cards and then put 1 on bottom.
I'm not sure what happened there. That was interesting. Ice wall.
Mercy.
Self-modifying code. Probably going to get a Parasite.
Yep. Switch out with the R&D run. Parasite comes out with 1. Gonna just kill that ice wall and go right in.
Man, that is so powerful. He's got 2 R&D interfaces out.
Gonna see 3.
Gonna see 3. I saw Maker's Eye in his hand as well. So.
All right. So scores 1. It's a 2-pointer, and then 2 nothing. He's got 3 credits left.
And now that you've scored, you kind of just go for it.
Has another interface in hand, but doesn't have the credits for it yet. I think if I were going to do that...
if he had used that bad pub on that run, he would have been able to do it, but he didn't.
I think that's what he meant to do, yeah.
But he's going to make his eye, and we'll see if we get 7 here.
There's 3 for the interface. Going to score a priority rec. Is it? Or I'm sorry, a geothermal. That's 4 points. 5 points. And I believe he sees 1 more.
Oh, man. Whew. 5 points. That's a massive turn. This is, I mean... Without a combo in place here, there's really, I mean, this is such a game in favor of Ben at this point.
Yeah, I think he's got it. Looks like he has Power Shutdown in hand. So with 24 credits up, Power Shutdown, he will be discarding his entire deck.
Wow. And Jackson's still on the board.
Yeah. That's what lets it happen. And Ben looking to maybe use an SMC, doesn't have any money. And Power Shutdowns, of course, still going to trigger. So he's got to get rid of that SMC. Going to put 3 in, probably C-Source double scorched.
At this point, wouldn't a double punitive do it as well?
Yes. Any number of things would...
Because Ben scored 5.
Would do it, yeah. But just play the guarantee. Although, really, it's all guaranteed.
Yeah.
It doesn't much matter.
All right. There it is.
Sorry, Diagnostics. Play them all for free. Now, interesting thing being, if Chris had Jackson in hand, I believe the combo was still active there. So
Jackson into play. Power. And then...
Yep.
Yeah.
And then C-Source 2 scored. So welcome to the combo, everybody. That's what you get.
If you've been asking about or haven't seen it, that's it right there.
There it goes, right in play. So Ben coming into this match as the loser, but scoring 5 points. So he goes 5 match points to Chris's 10 match points. That means that if Chris is going to win this thing, he has a pretty easy road to it. He just needs to score 5 points, and the game is over, even if he loses. But if Ben's able to win before Chris scores 5, he'll take the match. So
well, if Chris scores 5, it'll be a true draw.
It'll be a true draw.
Go to game 3. But if there's
a lot of match point shenanigans. But what we can expect from the second game here is for Chris to go all out, try to get 5 points to at least get the tie guaranteed, and then maybe get 7 for the game win. So join us on for game 2. We're gonna catch you there.